where the pitch is thrown, he's taking the ball where it's thrown. If you throw it on the outside corner, he'll hit you the opposite way. If you throw him inside, he'll pull it and take you deep. He uses the whole field right now. He's laying off the pitcher's pitches, and he's doing a great job. When he gets a pitch he can handle, he's hitting it hard.
He may see upwards of 5 pitchers in 5 at-bats today for the Detroit Tigers, who call it pitching chaos. They're short the injured Casey Mize, so Tyler Holton gets the start, though he's a bullpen arm. Anthony Rizzo is inside the pitch with us downstairs in some very plush seats today. When you see a bunch of pitchers in a game, Anthony, how does that change your prep?
Well, the homework's already been done. It's the 3rd game of the season. You've seen a few of these relievers before, so you really just lock in on the first guy you're going to see here on Holton, and then as they come, you just get on the iPad, you get the scouting reports, and you go from there.
Let's give you the Capital One starting lineup for these Texas Rangers, who only saw 1 run cross yesterday. It's a team that's in the bottom 3rd in home runs this year, but they've been much better on the road so far this season. You see Young in the 4th spot. Andrew McCutchen is a key here in the 2 position, in part because they feel like he might see a couple at bats versus left-handed pitchers today with Holton starting.
Yeah, that's the look is, and if another lefty comes in later in the game, he gets maybe another at bat because of Nimmo and Seager sandwiching him.
Beautiful night for baseball in what has been a rather frigid series, but around 60 degrees at first pitch tonight. Tyler Holton is on the hill. He'll face Brandon Nimmo. It's the Rangers and Tigers, and we are underway on Sunday Night Baseball. Brennan Miller, the native of Virginia, has the plate. And Nimmo, a 10-year veteran of the Mets, who New York certainly misses this year, the left-hander out of the great state of Wyoming, swings through a sinker 1-1.
He's done a great job of this year getting on base and also with 2 strikes, fouling off a lot of pitchers and making the pitcher work for that strikeout or the ground out.
Certainly pitch count will matter for the Tigers. Tyler Holton, Dan, has been something of a Swiss Army knife for A.J. Hinch the past couple of years.
Yeah, and he's no stranger to being an opener. He's opened 15 times or started 15 times in the last 2 years. But he's had some rough outings. He's given up multiple runs in 3 out of his last 4 outings. So this might be one of those appearances that really gets him going.
Strong take by Nimmo on that breaking ball, 2-2.
That cutter's a really important pitch for Tyler, especially to right-handers.
And so here is one of those long counts from Nimmo as the opening batter. Here's what Tyler Holton uses. And, Dan, the idea is that he would get lefties and righties out.
And that's why A.J. puts him into this particular spot. And he's not guaranteed just to go 1 inning. He can certainly go multiple innings.
On 2-2, Nimmo pushes it into center field. That's an opening base hit for Texas.
That's a veteran that doesn't mind hitting with 2 strikes or against lefties.
He's at first, and here is the defense for the Tigers, which A.J. Hinch was honest with us. He said this has not been as good of a defensive team as we hope to be. It's Green, Vierling, and Perez in the outfield. McGonigal has taken up position at shortstop with the injury to Javier Baez for the Tigers, and there is A.J. Hinch now working on a half-decade as the manager of the Detroit Tigers and postseason runs the last 2 years.
You know, I think A.J. still believes that this team will be a good defensive ball club. You know, Cole Keith has made a lot of strides over at third base. Kevin McGonigal's, I don't care where he's played, he's been very solid. And Hao Yu Lee has been very steady at second base.
Check swing, no go, 2-0. Andrew McCutchen, drafted in 2005. 39 years old, a 5-time All-Star, and he stands in as the 2-hitter for the Rangers today. That's a strike, 2-1. Anthony Rizzo knows him from a wild card round from 11 years ago.
Yeah, he's still doing it. It's impressive what he keeps doing. A little bit of a different role this year, just facing majority of lefties, but he's settling into it, and kudos to Kutch for still doing it.
It takes one of those cutters, 3 balls and a strike on McCutchen.
He makes me feel young because he's one of the last players in baseball I actually faced. When he was coming up, I heard about this young kid in Indianapolis that the Pirates liked a lot in AAA.
The Indianapolis Indians of the International League. So there's a swing and a miss. 3-2.
That's the pitch that's very important for Tyler, is that backdoor cutter to the right-handed hitters, especially when he's in a hitter's count, 3-1, throws that cutter and just nips the outside corner.
Pivotal early pitch. Nimmo at first, 3-2. And it's one of those cutters. How did you do against Andrew McCutchen, Mike Bassett?
I don't remember.
Sure you don't.
I do remember, unfortunately, I told my manager, Tim Foley, I got Craig Wilson. I know how to get him out. And then he hit a home run late in the game to beat us. So it's the last time Tim Foley ever asked me what I thought about facing a guy.
Strong relationship. 3-2 to McCutchen, and he swats it in the air for right field. It's a long run for Perez, who is camped to make the catch for out number 1. So 1 down for Corey Seager, who's been around the block. He's 32 years old. He's seen the postseason in so many ways, and Skip Schumacher said to us before the game, he's the last person I would ever worry about in a clubhouse.
His preparation for the game is like no other. He gets here early. He works so hard to be ready for each individual game.
He takes a strike, 0-1.
You were telling us, too, the other day that Corey Seager's played around with his stance a little bit, and maybe has gone a little bit more open.
He switched during this series. At some at-bats, he's been open, and then here he's a little bit more square. I'd love to hear from Anthony on changing stances.
Yeah, I think as a hitter, you're just constantly searching for that feel, and maybe against the lefty, he's staying a little more square to stay in there more. But with Corey, just hearing him and knowing him a little bit, he's so meticulous with what he wants to do at the plate. He always has a plan when he's up there.
How meticulous, Anthony?
Well, from what I've heard and just talking to him a little bit, I mean, he knows when he's right, and he's always searching for that constant slot. But he's usually aggressive. I like the takes. It seems like early on this entire lineup is trying to grind them out.
1-2, wave and a miss on a breaking ball from Holton, and 2 gone.
Just very important, as always, to get ahead. And once you get ahead, you can tease them with that sweeper and get them to expand the strike zone. And that's what Tyler Holton did in that at-bat.
So 2 down, first inning for Josh Young, and that is going to be it for Tyler Holton. It's early chaos. Tigers dip into the bullpen. First time, not the last time.
Long days call for a Coors Banquet. Brewed only with water from the Rockies. Hard work never tasted so refreshing. Coors Banquet. Start your legacy.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
Within baseball, we are part of one team.
We are part of one team.
We are part of one team.
As we focus on mental health and wellness.
We're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
So let's be kind to each other and ourselves.
It's okay to ask for help.
It's okay to ask for help.
It's okay to ask for help.
Jen Spark, give me the day off. I'm skipping work today. You should too, Stu. Jen Spark, finish his slide deck. Now you're not working from home. Hey, you put on pants. Jen Spark, dial in this spreadsheet.
Done?
Circle back on out of here. Let Jen Spark automate your work and take a day off.
Grogu will live centuries beyond me. I won't always be around to protect him.
Are you scared? You should be.
The Mandalorian and Grogu, rated PG-13. Get tickets now.
The new Tigers pitcher is Brennan Hannafy, a right-handed sinker baller who will face Josh Young. And A.J. Hinch told us before the game he'd like to get Hannafy in against a right-handed pocket in the order. We didn't expect it would be the first right-handed pocket of the order, but it's important to Major League Baseball teams now, Dan, to not have relievers see a lot of the same guys in a series.
It is, but I think A.J. also has taken his hat off to Josh Young and just saying, man, we respect how hot you are, and we're going to come at you with Hannafy, who's got that really good sinker, and try to put him away.
Fly ball right field side, and that'll drop foul. So this graphic shows you who's seen who in the series.
And that's what A.J. does. Even though he's going to have to use a lot of pitchers in this game, because Brennan Hannafy pitched in Friday, he says, you know what, I want to try to pick a pocket where he's not going to face the same hitters that he did already in the series. So he's going to choose the hitters that he'll say, oh, I'm going to keep him in for just this spot, just one at bat, and that's it.
Young hadn't seen him, but Young pushes a ball into right field with 2 strikes. Mike, he just wands it out to right.
Living right in 2026. This is a good pitch. I think it breaks the bat, yep. But when you're hot, you're hot. Now for Nimmo, he is dealing with a little bit of a hamstring injury. If he didn't have that, he might have gone to third base there, but he's being very careful with that.
Brennan Hannafy usually just tears up right-handed hitters, but so far when he was sent down to Toledo, right-handers were hitting over 300. Left-handers he was having success with.
What do you make of that?
And I think that's what he went down. He says, I want to hurry up and get back up here, so I got to prove that I can get left-handers out. I know I can get right-handers out, but I need to get left-handers out. So he's using that changeup more to the left-handed hitters.
Power for hire. Jake Berger shoots that ball foul to the right side. 0-2.
Berger likes the cheddar up.
Makes sense.
If you can keep the ball on the outer half of the plate, he will chase. He steps towards the shortstop. So from a righty's perspective, that outside corner is always open against Berger.
Would you spin him a breaking ball away right here on 0-2, Mike?
I would. This is a great time right here. You got him fishing that last one to show something that's on the outer half of the plate that then breaks down and away out of the zone.
And Brennan does have a slider. It goes that sinker, slider, changeup.
There it was, and he pulled it with that idea in mind.
Yeah, it was. I felt like the right pitch. Good situation to use it. He just didn't execute the pitch.
Yeah, it's that ball out of hand. You want to try to make it a little bit closer than that, but the one thing is that now Jake Berger has seen that slider.
Right back to it. It's topped foul, 1-2.
That was a good job by Berger fouling off that pitch. That's really all he can do with that pitch. He's hoping you hang it on the inner half of the plate. If you do, he can make this game 3-0. If not, you should get an out.
And then Brennan Hannafy sometimes will throw that swing back sinker on the outside part of the plate, hoping that Jake Berger would give up on it.
That's that pitch you're talking about, and he just got a very small piece of it. He actually got less of it than Rogers caught behind the dish. But this is what you're talking about, Dan.
Yeah, and well executed. And nice job by Berger to get a piece of it. A lot of times hitters will give up on it because it moves so much that they'll say, well, you threw me a slider. I'm going to let that go because I think it's another slider, and it comes back and catches it. But Berger did a nice job to get a piece.
There's the slider. There's strike 3. Hannafy does execute, and we are scoreless through a half inning in Detroit.
What if you could have your own personal sous chef? That's exactly what every Williams-Sonoma customer has, thanks to Salesforce. With Agentforce, every meal's perfected, every table's set, every holiday's handled. Recipes, techniques, tools, every answer at your fingertips. This is how Williams-Sonoma found the ultimate recipe for customer success.
Boom!
That's a winner.
I didn't think you was a baseball fan, Blake.
Come on, I love homers, and this little bad boy lets me pick one for free every day of the week. I can make a pick for Moonshot Monday, Tater Tuesday, Walk-Off Wednesdays, Thumper Thursdays, Four-Bagger Fridays, and Sayonara Saturdays.
How about Big Swing Sunday?
Oh, nah.
Another whiff by Rizzo.
Yeah, let's leave the baseball stuff to us.
Yeah.
We watch every day.
Play Daily Dinger free every day for a chance to win a profit boost. FanDuel, your home for home runs.
Weight loss starts with a game plan. Meet Wegovy Pill, the #1 prescribed GLP-1 weight loss pill. People taking Wegovy Pill lost over 30 pounds. Some lost over 47 pounds. Your body, your move. Your time to make a change. To lose the weight and keep it off.
Don't take if you or your family had MTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are breastfeeding, pregnant, or plan to be. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or a serious allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreas inflammation and gallbladder or severe stomach problems. Wegovy may cause low blood sugar in people with diabetes, especially if you take medicines for it. Call your prescriber if you experience vision changes or heart racing at rest. Side effects of nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea can lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
With Wegovy, you can live lighter with less weight. Get started for a lower price. Ask your prescriber about Wegovy Pill today.
Time of the starting lineup for the Tigers. They are at 500. Their lineup is presented by Capital One. And there is that rookie, Kevin McGonigal, an OPS just south of 900. He's from the Philadelphia area. He grew up idolizing Chase Utley. He kind of acts like Chase Utley while we're at it, is what A.J. Hinch said to us before the game, Dan Petrie.
Yeah, he just plays the game so hard. He loves it. He's having a lot of fun, but he is just a hard-nosed baseball player.
He attacks the first pitch and pops it up. Third base side, Josh Young makes the catch, and there is one away. So the starting pitcher for the Rangers, 26-year-old Jack Leiter, who a couple of years ago showed up on the major league landscape in this ballpark and has changed some since then.
Very hyper young man when he came up to the big leagues here in Detroit. In fact, he was stalking the dugout 3 hours before the game and drinking an energy drink, and I was like, you do not need an energy drink right now.
Here's Matt Vierling. You know, in baseball, though, that can calm people down.
The energy drink?
Somehow.
He was very excited. Much more mature here in 2026 than the first time in 2024.
0-1 to Matt Vierling. 0-2 on a Tigers utility player who plays infield and outfield. But later this year, lefties, no matter how you look at it, through one camera or two, lefties have had a better season against him than right-handers.
Last year he got the kick change going in the second half of the season, which was great, and it stayed good arm side. This year he's pulled that a little bit, and lefties are taking advantage.
The Tigers have 3 left-handers in the first 4 batters. This is a Tigers team that stole 4 bases yesterday, but you see those splits. They're pretty massive. And the Tigers thrive on opponents' splits. That is a hot fastball to the top of the zone from Leiter to strike out Vierling.
From a right-handed perspective, this is one of the best high fastballs in the game. I think a Wu with Seattle, who has a great one too. But when Leiter gets ahead in the count, he can really bully you with that fastball at the top of the zone or above it.
That fastball's got that large induced vertical break, and that's why it just has that jump right at the end and the hitter swing right underneath it.
Here is Colt Keith to take a strike. Dan, for the uninitiated, the induced vertical break meaning?
Just that it doesn't sink as much as they do. It's coming at you, and you think it's going to sink and go right into your bat, and it just stays true and looks like it almost rises when it gets to the plate.
Anthony Rizzo's down there. He's like, there is a reason I retired.
No doubt. These pitchers right now, especially Jack coming out throwing 98, establishing that fastball. I would look to him to go back to it here again and just keep establishing the fastball against these guys.
Anthony Rizzo inside the pitch with us today. You see those left-handed splits, Anthony. What is it for lefty batters like you were that makes Jack Leiter kind of hittable early in the year?
Well, if his changeup isn't working, it's really the 2-pitch mix, maybe the 3 with the cutter if he's throwing it. But for me, I was able to kind of mix the cutter with the slider on guys like this. So really just staying on the fastball, knowing that that's his best pitch, and then working off of that.
He'll go 1-2 for Keith, and he drops in the slider. Strike 3. Impressive first inning for Jack Leiter in a 1-2-3 first. Here's a look from the batter's box.
The Evergreens family vacation started with Expedia, the one place you go to go places. When hockey season ended, summer started. Dad knew his crew didn't need much, but they did need peace and quiet. And lots of space. So they planned their flights, car, and vacation home all in one place. Great, right? Nice job, Dad. Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
Have you tried the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club?
Did you say ranch?
I need a little ranch. Ranch, come on, meet me at the ranch. Ranch, I wanna let my boo stop long. Candied bacon. A buttermilk ranch bun. With a jalapeno kick. Introducing the Jalapeno Ranch Club. It's Chick-fil-A chicken, all ranched up.
Eczema is unpredictable, but you can flare less with Ebglyss. A once-monthly treatment for moderate to severe eczema that helps you spend less time managing your symptoms.
Ebglyss can deliver real and lasting results, like skin that's still more clear at 1 year.
Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss.
To safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she...
Home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Tigers bat in the bottom of the fourth inning. All right, Andy Dirks. You got Kevin McGonigal, Matt Vierling, Cole Keith. So we drop a bunt down or just call time? What do you got here?
Be ready to hit. He's thrown 9 of 9 first pitch strikes, and I know sometimes you want to wait, but with 2 strikes, he's been pretty devastating. So you got to get after him early in the count.
First pitch fastball up to Kevin McGonigal, who did swing first pitch first time up and popped out to Young at third. Seager short, right up the middle. The outfield straight up. They don't move a whole lot. Tonight it's Duran in left, Carter in center, McCutchen in right. The 1-0 to McGonigal. Slider backdoors him for a called strike. So the first time he has thrown ball 1, 10 batters in. You'll see that once every couple of years, maybe. Unless Skubal's on the mound. The 1-1. Shot foul past the Tigers dugout down the third base line, but once again ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 7th batter out of 10 where he's been ahead 0-2 or 1-2. Leiter arms up over his head, working middle of the rubber into his motion. The 1-2, swinging a slicing foul out of play.
Spoiled that curveball. He keeps trying to go with that big curveball to get a looking strike. He stole some strikes early in counts with it. Tried to get a punch out there. McGonigal saw it last second. Emergency hack fouled it off.
No score, bottom of the fourth inning. The 1-2. Away. Just the second 2-ball count of the night for Leiter. 34 pitches, 27 strikes through 3, 9 up, 9 down. With 6 strikeouts. The 2-2. Swinging a pop-up. Into left field. Off the four-seam fastball. Duran is in under it, makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down in the fourth inning. So he continues to work that top rail, and like you said, it's right there. If you let it go, it's probably going to be a called strike. Now, Riley might have chased one a little above that, but they're swinging underneath it.
They are.
And
well, it's 98 tonight. It's coming out of his hand well.
We're certainly seeing why the Rangers made him the 2nd overall pick 5 years ago. Matt Vierling taking a pitch low and away. The 1-0. Swing and a miss.
That's just by him right now.
It's just, yeah. Swung and missed at 2 of those in his first at-bat.
Maybe they'll do him a favor and spin him something.
He's already gotten 6 swings and misses on that fastball, mostly at the belt or above. Vierling takes a pitch low and away. Hold on. 2-1? Is that right?
First advantage count. Well, even count for a Tigers hitter. First 2, is this second 2-ball count?
Yep. Ground ball to second base. Josh Smith a step to his left, scoops it off his shoe top, slips it to Jake Berger.
Progress, not perfection when a guy's really good in a night.
That's hard contact.
That's some hard contact up the middle.
Yep.
He's thrown a few balls, and you keep chipping away at it. Be ready for a mistake. Night like tonight, Dan, it could be the difference in the game could be a solo home run, can be a base hit.
Oh, this game has that feel of that.
It's got that feel, so just be ready for a mistake.
Lefties have hit 4 of the 6 home runs against him. Fastball rides high and away to Colt Keith. Be a good time for his first. He really did like his at-bats last night. Been talking about being a little more disciplined, and he drew a walk. Talked about getting back to that good left center approach, big part of the field approach. We got a little bit pull happy. He takes a strike, and he had a line drive to left center. Keith is challenging the strike call, and it is a strike. That was an interesting challenge.
I think he thought it was in and down, but it hit the corner of the strike zone.
But seeing him hit the ball the opposite way to left center, to left, he did that twice last night. The 1-1. A little bit low. And you've talked about it a lot, Andy. He got a little pull happy because he wants that first home run. That leads to ground balls. That means to topspin line drives.
Coming around the ball a little bit, yep.
The 2-1. Swinging a fly ball to center field on a line right to Carter for the 3rd out. Jack Leiter has been perfect through 4, 12 up and 12 down. Good swing for Colt Keith. Another line drive off his bat. At least contact in the 4th. We head to the 5th inning. No score. Tigers and Rangers in the rubber game of a 3-game set. On the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
Carpal tunnel syndrome. Heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7.
Detroit Tigers Radio.
Replay brought to you every game by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, it's 1-800-CALL-SAM. Today's game brought to you in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, the official healthcare provider of the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. What a pitcher's duel. 3 pitchers for the Tigers, 1 for Texas. And that 1 has been really good. Evan Carter trying to bunt his way on. Not a bad strategy. He's off to a very quiet start, and so far, really struggling against lefties. Sweeper for a strike. Brand Herder's come out just firing strikes. This is fun to watch. Pitchers on both sides executing at a very high level. Ground ball up the middle, softly hit, scoop by McGonigal, throws on the run, fine play. Carter runs well. McGonigal had to do everything right, cutting in front of Hyer-Lee just to the right of second base.
It was just to the left of Brant Herder coming off the mound. He elected not to go for it, and that was smart. Trust your athleticism of your shortstop, Kevin McGonigal. Scoop it up, sidearm throw, good footwork. That's what we like to see.
Ezekiel Duran batting. He digs in, hitting .277. He tries to bunt, stabs at it, misses. Strike one. So again, Nimmo can hit lefties. He's at the top of the order. Seager can in the past, but he is not so far this year. The two lefties at the bottom, Smith and Carter, are combined 1 for 33 against lefties. Soft ground ball to shortstop. McGonigal will charge. Scoop on the grass. Throw again. Identical play. Beautifully done. This time to the left to the mound. Kevin McGonigal. Terrific.
That's all the jump off the bat. The read off the bat. As soon as the ball was hit, he starts sprinting in. He never slows down. He runs all the way through the ball, picks it with the running throw. That's just fluid actions right there to get a very fast runner at first base by a half step.
That's 3 plays. Line drive, base hit, 1 hop off the dirt, off the bat of Josh Smith. 1 for 14 against lefties this year. And he singles sharply into right. Just the second hit that Herder has allowed to a left-handed batter this year.
A little sweeper out over the plate. I think he was thinking, if it starts at me, I'm going to go ahead and go. Hit it hard into right field.
We got Shioka steps to the plate. This guy always seems to show up somewhere. Long time with New York, then San Diego, now with Texas. He's got thump in this bat. Got to be careful here. Off to a very quiet start so far. Pass ball up and away. Every now and then, it seems like every year or every other year, he goes on a little home run tear. He hit 17 home runs a couple of years ago for San Diego. Just 240 at-bats. 45 at-bats so far, hitting .222 with 1 home run. The 1-0. Up and away. 2-0 on Higashioka. Pretty aggressive hitter. Solid bat-to-ball skills. The 2-0. Low and away.
Well, that's that respect the power right there.
Yep.
A 2-0 changeup. Jake Rogers called it. He understands the assignment. He knows Higashioka is looking for a fastball to drive over that left field fence.
No score in the 5th inning. 5th inning is brought to you by Figer Law. All they do is win. 3-0. Low and away. Didn't really look interested in throwing him a strike, did he?
Nope.
Lefty coming up. No ordinary lefty. Brandon Nimmo, just a really good hitter. Rock solid against lefties his entire career, and his OPS over 800 against both lefties and righties so far in 2026. Comes in hitting just over 300 with some power. Upright stance, knees slightly flexed, hands up and away from the left shoulder as he cocks the bat over it. Now sweeper misses in, and that's 5 straight missed by Brant Herder. So Jake Rogers, the sage veteran, will head out to have a quick word with his lefty.
Yeah, they're going to get some activity in the bullpen. I would imagine when Josh Young comes up, the plan would have probably been to bring a righty in anyways. Yeah. Looks like Ricky Vanasco is starting to warm up. So that'll give Herder, he knows the assignment here. I got to get through Seager.
Yeah. 2-1 in the first inning. Hannafy inherited a man on 2-out situation, gave up a single, then struck out Berger. This is the first time since that they've had 2 on. Nimmo swings, pops it up, foul and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Back into the strike zone for Brand Herter.
And whatever Jake said, it worked. You always judge a mound visit on what's the next pitch.
They should keep track of that.
They should.
Do you keep track of that? I think that'd be a perfect thing for you to keep track of. After the mound visit, what's the strike percentage? The 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Marvin Hudson on the appeal at third says he did not.
It was close.
Side view says he got it right. Yep. They almost always do. Nimmo now winning. He's got the count in his favor on a 2-1 pitch. On the way, soft ground ball tapped to the mound. Herter will grab it, run to first, hand it off to Spencer Torkelson from about 10 feet away. Nicely done. That's a dangerous hitter. Left on left. Nimmo taps to Herter. Tigers bat bottom of the 5th inning. We're scoreless in downtown Detroit. Rubber game of a 3-game series. Tigers and Rangers. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
In baseball, great teams know one thing: smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with...
Tigers bat in the bottom of the 5th inning, looking for their first hit, looking actually for their first base runner of the night. Andy, we're going to go with your little theory of progress last inning. 1-2-3 inning for Jack Leiter. He's had 4 straight 1-2-3 innings, but they put the ball in play 3 times.
3 times. And there was a couple 2-ball counts. And there's ball 1
equaling
to Riley
their
Green.
total from the first 3 innings. Riley Green at the plate, change up ball 1. Torkelson, Carpenter to follow. We are scoreless in the bottom of the 5th. Jack Leiter has been a wow so far. Change up away and a 2-0 count.
And he knows he's going to get a fastball here. You can about bet the house Riley's going to get a fastball. He's got to be ready for something belt high or lower. Don't expand up in the zone against Leiter.
2-0 way inside. 3-0. So a 1-2 count. 8 of the first 10 batters. Now a 2-1 or 3-0 count the last 3. They'll wind up the 3-0 up and away. How about that? A 4-pitch walk.
That's why you just keep going. Sometimes the sledding's tough, but if you get through the deep snow, Dan, sometimes it clears up a little bit. And the blizzard.
On the other side of the ridge?
Yeah, on the other side of the ridge. Get over the ridge, and the sledding gets a little easier. And then pretty soon, get to the top of the mountain, and you can start going down the hill and score some runs.
And that's how you talk about it on the bench, too, right?
That's right.
Torque takes a fastball for a strike.
The sun will come up at some point here, boys. Just got to stick with it.
Smith at second base, shades right up the middle. Leiter gets an average number of ground balls. Average number of double plays turned behind him. Strike one, swinging a pop-up foul and out of play. That's the four-seam fastball that has been a real weapon. Now, I'm not sure the scoreboard numbers are, I'm sure they're accurate, but his vertical on his fastball, remember we talked about when you're at 17, that's where Casey Mize has been trying to get to. Okay, 18, that's getting toward a really good number. 19, 20 is elite. That last fastball had 20 vertical on it. For Leiter, his average coming in was 17 and a half.
Yeah, it's coming out hot.
20 vertical?
You can see the swings and the Tigers are a good fastball hitting club. And you see some of the swings on that fastball today.
0-2, fly ball left field. There it goes, way back and gone. On an 0-2 pitch, Spencer Torkelson got a slider over the plate, and he did not miss. 2-0 Tigers in the fifth.
It's why you never stop plugging away in your at-bats. No matter how good a guy can be for 4 innings, he's got to continue it. Leadoff walk, 4 pitches, and 1 hanging slider on 0-2 count. Tigers lead 2-0.
Man, first hit of the night gives the Tigers a 2-0 lead. Got an 0-2 slider and punished it.
But it shows the approach with the Tigers. I mean, Leiter has been unbelievable all day. The first mistake he's made all day, Torkelson absolutely punishes it.
And that's what happens when you stay timed up, foul back our way, when you stay timed up on the fastball, right?
Yes. And
you pull the hanger.
And don't get out of your zone.
Yeah.
Just stay where you're at. He's doing something special. Make him continue to do something extremely special to beat you. Stay within yourself. Torkelson's done a good job of that all year. Swing at strikes. Make him bring it over the plate.
The 0-2 to Carp, swing and a miss on a changeup down for the first out here in the fifth. 12 up, 12 down with 6 strikeouts. That's how the night started for Jack Leiter. 4-pitch walk to Riley Green. And then on an 0-2 pitch, hangs a slider into Torkelson. Brings up Wenzel Perez. Curveball on the back door away. Pitch counts are brought to you every game by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. Pitch count for Leiter about to hit 60 here in the fifth with 1 out. That's a nice low total for him. 1-0, swinging a soft tap foul. Cutter down in, hasn't thrown many of those.
Well, you hit one over the fence a long ways. It'll start making a guy rethink his life and his pitch selection, Dan. But this shows you what power in an offense can do.
Yep.
Even if a guy's really, really good one day, one swing, you can get a couple runs.
1-1, swinging a line drive down the right field line. That's going to get caught again by this time. Andrew McCutchen lays out. We saw Duran do that in game 1, racing to the line, laying out, and robbing Carpenter of a hit. Andrew McCutchen at 39 still has the wheels. Beautiful play.
Just unfair for Wenzel Perez. This is a double all day, every day. The ball, kind of a top spin hooking line drive that would have hit the warning track. And McCutchen comes out of nowhere. They had him played perfectly to pull. Great play by Andrew McCutchen.
Hyu Lee, deep slicing foul down the right field line. This has been a really well played defensive series. McGonigal's made plays at short. Hyu Lee made a play on Jace Young on Friday night, that likes of which you just don't see. 107 mile an hour, picked an in-between hop. Carter made a great catch last night. Soft ground ball fouled on the third base line. Duran laid out, as we said in game 1. McCutchen has just laid out. Carpenter's made a catch at the wall, and so has Wenzel Perez, a home run robbery. It's just all over the field. And that's a lot of fun to watch. The 0-2, half cut, and Hyu Lee went too far and strikes out. Tigers get their first hit of the night. So far, their only hit of the night. 2-run home run for Spencer Torkelson. We go to the 6th inning. Tigers on top 2-0 after 5 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
In baseball, great teams know one thing: smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7.
Porting Michigan kids. Go Tigers!
Tigers take a 2-0 lead to the top of the 6th inning. Brant Herter on the mound. He came in to start or get the final 2 outs of the 3rd inning. Tiger bullpen is busy. Ricky Vanasco was up last inning, and he's up again. Our theory was that the ideal plan, line drive under the glove of a diving Kevin McGonigal. Andrew McCutchen hits the sinker hard into left center. Our theory was when Herter came in that the ideal scenario for A.J. Hinch would be to get him through 12 batters, meaning Nimmo and Seager twice. And I would guess that this is the end of the night for him with Kyle Seager.
It's a great theory. I think it's about to become fact.
McCutchen edges off. First pitch, sweeper, strike. Man, is he confident against lefties right now. He is dialed in. The sweeper has become a real weapon. Again, Seager has hit lefties in his career. He struck out against 2 lefties today. Swing and a miss. Sinker, and he just pulled off.
Tough to keep that front shoulder in when the ball's coming in from behind your head.
McGonigal up the middle. Keith's basically playing shortstop right now, the Tigers' 3rd baseman tonight. The 0-2, soft ground ball to first, fielded by Torkelson down to second. McGonigal's relay back to first. Got him! Beautifully turned. 3-6-3. Double play, bases empty, 2 outs.
Yeah, the high chopper to first. Tork does a nice job turning his body while he's catching the ball to set up a throw to second that's quick and efficient. Sprints back to the bag. McGonigal on the turn. Got him by a step.
How about the little 2-seamer through to second base that curled around McCutchen?
Get around the runner. He's really good at that. Torkelson doesn't get enough love for some of the things he's capable of doing at first.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that when we come back because the defensive ratings are not doing him any justice right now. Bases empty, 2 outs. Ricky Vanasco's coming on, and while the Tigers make the change with a 2-0 lead in the 6th, we'll pause for these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
We've all been there. You pop into the shop for 5 minutes, and all of a sudden you've forgotten where you parked.
Car.
Unfortunately, that lost feeling is what it's like trying to manage your policy with other insurers.
Here, car. Come out, wherever you are. Please.
With Geico, you can use the app to easily manage all your policies in one place.
Did this parking lot have a waterfall?
I think you've wandered too far, mate.
It feels good to find what you're looking for. It feels good to Geico.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
Ricky Vanasco, he who has logged, he had the 4 innings of Major League experience. Takes the mound. 2 of those were the Tigers in 2024. The other 2 were the Dodgers that same year. Curveball missed big. Now a curveball for a called strike on Josh Young. Jace was sent down today. The Tigers called up Zach Short and welcomed him back. He was last with the Tigers 2023. The 1-1 ground ball to short, backhanded by McGonigal. 2 steps to his right, plants, throws, and he pulled Torkelson off the base. Accurate throw gets Josh Young. That'll be an error on McGonigal.
Yeah, anytime you got to go to your right pretty far, you always run the risk of stepping across your body. Get the footwork planted and get the foot traveling to first base aggressively. He kind of opened his body up, and that hip flew open a little soon, and he pulled the throw.
Okay, that cannot be a hit. They went up with a hit. Andy.
That's about a 3-hop ground ball.
Come on.
4 steps to his right.
That is not a hit. They went up with a hit, but that's a play that Kevin would even tell you. Got to make. Berger at the plate, swings and taps it foul. Let's talk about the numbers for Ricky Vanasco. Again, 4 innings at the major league level 2 years ago. Tigers have traded for him, released him, signed him back, released him last July, signed him back, and now 15 innings of work at Toledo. An ERA of 0. 4 walks, 28 strikeouts. Swing and a miss. Fastball, 95, right by Jake Berger. That pitch with the curveball has been an incredible 2-pitch punch for Ricky Vanasco. Overcomes the infield mistake that was called a hit. Strikes out Berger. Tigers batting the 6th with a 2-0 lead. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
In baseball, great teams know one thing: smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvutra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvutra for ATTRCM.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7.
Spire.
Two 2-0 Tigers, bottom of the 6th inning. Strikeout updates brought to you again by Car Bliss, the official ready-to-drink canned cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. Jack Leiter has been superb in this game. Only mistake he's made, at least the one that got hit, Spencer Torkelson 2-run home run after he was perfect through 4-12 up, 12 down. Jake Rogers takes a perfect fastball low and away, 96. He's been up to 99. Couple of innings there, he was cruising at 98, 99. The strike one, swing and a miss. That's a really good changeup. 88 miles an hour down and away. Jake Rogers, one of the first ones to put a ball in play. Hit a fly ball to right field first time up. Holton, Hannafy, Herder, and now Ricky Vanasco. That has been the pitching parade for manager A.J. Hinch on a bullpen day. The 0-2, swinging a pop foul out of play. Another high riding fastball. Check some scores from the 1-800-CALL SAM Studio Scoreboard, brought to you by Meijer, the official grocery retailer of the Detroit Tigers radio network. The only score that matters today, Detroit Pistons are moving on.
Yeah, it is.
The 0-2, swinging a line drive into center. Will it drive? Carter dives, and it's under his glove, and it's going to roll a long way. Tracking it down is Duran, the left fielder. Jake Rogers around second, heading to third, and he will be held there. Triple for Jake Rogers to lead off the 6th.
As soon as there was a dive in center field, you thought, inside to Parker for Jake Rogers. He stung it to center field. There was a dive, but it didn't have enough gumption after it kind of tipped off his glove to make it to the wall.
Were you really thinking an inside the Parker for Jake?
Every time Jake hits it to the wall, we think inside the Parker. But he turns the wheels on, he busts it around, and he's thinking, well, inside the Parker, inside the Parker. He gets about a halfway around second base, and Joey's got the brakes on.
I think Jake had the brakes on. Kevin McGonigal takes fastball in that has him jumping back out of the way. Good thing he didn't challenge that. Actually looked like he caught the edge of the strike zone. Infield in tight on the left side, about 3 steps behind the infield grass on the right side. Swinging a slicing drive down the left field line that will go foul. Good 15 feet foul in the end. And McGonigal falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
You see where they're pitching McGonigal now, in. That fastball in, that fastball in.
Yep.
See if they try something away. If they go away here, Dan, it's probably going to be something soft just to go right back in. Want weak contact. He's got 2 pitches now to try to strike McGonigal out. Could go up with the heat or down with something soft.
Picturing the high heat to try to get another pop-up. The 0-2, swinging a line drive, base hit into right. Changeup that was up. Rogers in to score. 3-0 Tigers. McGonigal delivers.
They just keep waiting out the mistakes. In an 0-2 count, the changeup was supposed to be down and away. It ends up being middle up. You throw that to Kevin McGonigal, that's a hit every single time you throw it.
How about the first 3 hits? The 3 hits for the Tigers tonight, all on 0-2 pitches. Slider then hung. Not sure what Jake hit.
Cutter. Cutter out over the middle of the plate.
And now a changeup that was up. Matt Vierling can't lay off that high fastball. He's going to continue to see it. Struck out on that pitch first time up. Then he got the count to his advantage and then grounded out. Hit the ball hard last time. I think he makes the adjustment here. The strike one. High and tight. Lays off a 96-mile-an-hour 2-seamer.
You can see Vierling like squatting down a little bit further, saying, get the ball down. That conversation in your head when you're at home plate.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Again late on a fastball.
It's a good fastball. That's why the pitch to McGonigal, you know he's going to go back and watch that on film and say, why didn't I throw the heater up?
Yeah.
I mean, that's his pitch tonight.
That's his
pitch. That thing's electric.
I mean, it's got some hop.
He's got beat so far on the slider, the cutter, and the changeup, not the fastball.
You would think another one right here. Why mess around? The 1-2. Got him. Four-seam fastball, perfect location. I mean, you can't do anything. That's frustrating for Matt Vierling, but, I mean, that's a tip of the cap to me. My goodness.
Yep. Perfectly placed fastball on the outside edge of home plate. The only way you hit that one, Dan, is to hit the one before it. That's it.
That's it. A well-located fastball is still the best pitch in the game, isn't it?
I believe
that
so.
That was well-located at 98. Keith swings and drives it foul down the left field line. A run in, 3-0 lead for the Tigers. A bullpen day for the Tigers. Tigers pitching has been outstanding. Jack Leiter has been outstanding. Whatever happens the rest of the way, the Rangers have to be thrilled with what they've seen. This is a guy you can run on. McGonigal's edging off of first. The strike one. He's swinging a soft little tapper down the third base line. Barehanded by Leiter. He's going to turn and throw and get him. Nice play. McGonigal down to second. If he gloves it, Keith is safe. He barehanded and made a strong, accurate throw.
Good athletic movements off the island there for Leiter. Comes over to his right. A lot of times that ball's spinning a little bit after it hits, too. It's hard to barehand on one hop.
And he waited for that second bounce, didn't he?
Yep, good concentration. You could see he wanted to secure the baseball first and then throw it.
McGonigal at second base. First pitch strike to Riley Green. These are the at-bats where we've seen Riley do a really nice job. Doesn't have to hit it, as he said, 5,000 feet or 500 feet. Just hit it hard somewhere, get that run home. Swings and taps it foul down the first base line.
I'd be shocked if they try a changeup here and don't go heater up after he's missed with the changeup a few times.
The 0-2, swinging a foul. He did ride the four-seamer up.
He just doesn't have the command of the changeup. The changeup's kind of elevating in the zone. The last few he threw to lefties. If he's going to throw it, he needs to bury it.
Seager up the middle trying to keep an eye on McGonigal to shorten the lead. The 0-2 ground ball softly to Smith at second base. Knee-high bounce, easy toss to Berger. Tigers on the Jake Rogers triple. Carter went for the diving grab, missed it. Rogers ended up on third. McGonigal singles him home. We head to the seventh inning, 3-0 Tigers after 6 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
In baseball, great teams know one thing: smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7.
Our home is right here in Detroit.
Let's pause right now for station identification. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Evan Carter, first pitch changeup, swing and a miss. And if you strike out 28 in 15 innings at AAA, fastball rides up, gets a called strike, as Ricky Vanasco did. His numbers in the minor leagues have been okay. He's had some command issues in the minor leagues. Swinging a pop-up into shallow left field. Riley Green waving his arms as he moves to left center. Now comes in, makes the catch. Carter, a soft little pop-up to Green in left field for the first out here in the 7th inning. And again, he's been kind of bouncing around. Then last year, back with the Tigers, AA or AAA mostly with Toledo. But again, a walk rate over 6.
Yeah. But if he's figured something out, you always ride the hot hand in the bullpen.
That's just it.
If you get a guy in the bullpen who's got a hot hand, you ride that as long as that hand's hot.
Curveball has been his pitch, apparently. Curveball for a called strike. And Ricky Vanasco, with this arm, only 27 years old, might have figured something out. 15 innings, 8 hits, no runs, 4 walks. Again, a walk rate over 6 the last 2 years in the minor leagues.
Well, I think what he's figured out is how to throw strikes more consistently.
1-1 on Ezekiel Duran, swinging a line drive, base hit down the left field line. That's going to head to the corner, extra bases. Change up, and he just kind of hooked it into the left field corner. He'll stop at second base. Riley Green gets the ball into Kevin McGonigal, lined up on the third base line. 1 out double, 7th inning.
But every single year in a major league season, there's going to be guys that go on the shelf, guys that don't produce, whatever it is. And in a bullpen, you always get guys who come up, and the hope is that some of those guys catch a hot hand, kind of figure some things out, and have a pretty good run while they're in the big leagues. And that's what the Tigers are trying to figure out. Who's going to be the guys that are going to go on a run this year?
Josh Smith takes a pitch away. Jake Rogers likes it. Change up away. Yep, there's always, you kind of count on it. You're going to have a surprise source of help from one of your non-roster guys or one of your AAA guys. Josh Smith swings and misses. The properties on the fastball aren't anything that catch your eye, but he's been up to 95 tonight. And when he mixes it with the changeup curveball, he's been obviously nearly unhittable. The 1-1. Curveball misses away. 2-1 on Josh Smith. Have to be able to go after this guy. This is a good test for him right here. Josh Smith is hitting 200, and it's been a struggle. Changeup misses low, and it's now 3-1. For all of his struggles at the plate, hitting 200 with no power, he's going to make you throw him a strike. He's got good bat-to-ball skills, high walk rate. Vanasco works first base side of the rubber, sets the 3-1. Up and in, he walked him. 2 on, 1 out, and now the potential tying run comes to the plate. The guy that, as we said, can hit home runs, Kyle Higashioka. Kyle Finnegan's going to get loose in the Tigers bullpen. Bullpen day for the Tigers, and so far it has been a very good day for Tigers pitchers. Now Jake Rogers out to perhaps buy a little time for Kyle Finnegan to get loose.
Yeah, they really don't want him to lift the ball in the air. So Jake Rogers is going to try to figure out what's the best pitch to potentially induce a ground ball. I'd say it's the curveball away, something like that. If he throws the four seam, he's going to have to be careful not to put it in a position where he can elevate it on the pull side. Because you do not want all the work that you've done to get those 3 runs against a very tough pitcher tonight to be erased with 1 swing. All while throwing strikes. This is the difficulty of pitching in the big leagues.
It's a little different than the minor leagues, isn't it? First pitch to Higashioka. Fastball at the knees for a called strike at 93. You would think the hurry-up call to the bullpen. Finnegan still hasn't begun to throw. He's just getting the arm going. Ground ball chopped foul down the third base line. I'm sure they would love to have him for Nimmo. I'm not sure he's going to be ready.
But those are 2 good pitches to start with. Get the ball underneath the bat, down and in. Get him to hit the top part of it. Now you're going for the punch out. Try to get some swing and miss here on this pitch.
Righties 2 for 26 against Vanasco in the minor leagues. The 0-2 swing and a soft tap foul. 2 for 26 with 16 strikeouts. And Higashioka, not a big swing and miss guy. Vanasco would take a ground ball right here. 2 on, 1 out. Tigers leading 3-0. We're in the 7th. The 0-2 in the dirt and gets away from Jake Rogers. Kicks out to his right, and that puts 2 in scoring position.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hadn't tried that curveball away. Goes with the heater away, but he yanks it to Jake's backhand side. Jake kind of batted at it to try to knock it down. But if that curveball is still available, you want swing and miss.
And it's a hard curveball.
Yeah, get that thing down and away.
Infield will play back. Higashioka waiting on a 1-2 on the way. Yanked another fastball. 94, low and outside.
So then you put yourself in a position, you go from 0-2 to 2-2 with really no stress on the hitter whatsoever.
Yep.
And now if you do throw a curveball, you about got to be a strike because you don't want to go 3-2.
2-2, swinging a soft tapper down the first base line. That will stay fair. Torkelson fielded it to get the out. He could have let it roll foul, and I think it might have, but he really had to make a decision.
Always take outs when you're ahead in the games.
That's exactly right.
Take as many outs as you can get.
Over to third goes Smith. Duran scores.
And this is the tough matchup here.
This is the ball game at the moment, certainly. Brandon Nimmo. Just a tough out. First pitch. Backdoor curveball. Didn't get it quite there to the back door. Nasco tough on lefties at the minor leagues level this year. And the curveball misses low.
They got Jock Peterson, looks like, on deck.
No pinch hit for McCutcheon. McGonigal up the middle of the outfield plays Nimmo to go the opposite way. They shift really far to the left. Swinging a slicing foul out of play that puts Riley Green over toward the line. Matt Vierling's about 70, 80 feet toward the left center field gap, putting Wenzel Perez in the right center field gap. If you look at straightaway center to a little bit to the right of that, it's a large hole. 2-1. Strike called. 93-mile-an-hour fastball in. Boy, you would have thought that would have been to Nimmo's liking.
Well, it looks like he's looking changeup. He fouled off a changeup. He was a little late with his timing on that fastball.
Vanasco's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a change. Big third out. And the Rangers, with a big threat, settle for 1. The seventh inning stretch brought to you by DTE. Score energy savings this season. Manage your energy bill when you visit DTEenergy.com/save energy. 3-1 Tigers at the stretch. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
In baseball, great teams know one thing: smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7.
Peach and cranberry. Enjoy responsibly.
Seventh inning is brought to you by Snethkamp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The Snethkamp Automotive family is celebrating 100 years in 4 great Michigan locations. Hardest working player is brought to you again by Carhartt, proud to support Detroit Tigers baseball, the hardworking people who make it possible. You good if we just go with the bullpen on this one?
Absolutely. They have pitched their tails off today. Only 1 run. Everybody that's come out of the pen today has done a nice job. And start with Tyler Holton.
Yep. Holton, Hannafy, Herder, Vanasco. Herder went 3 1/3. No runs on 2 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. 7 innings combined. 1 run on 5 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts for those 4 pitchers. So we wondered where Kenley Jansen, in other words, what his availability might look like. A.J. Hinch has talked about he's got the groin issue. So he's been unavailable for the last 4 days. And we see him throwing weighted ball, medicine ball against the wall in the dugout. We saw him playing catch yesterday.
Yep.
And it was long toss, and it looked like he was throwing pain-free. So I'm going to take that as a sign that he is an option.
It's a good sign. Yeah. He's out there doing physical activity, being explosive.
That was a really good changeup from Ricky Vanasco to get a guy who doesn't swing and miss much to swing and miss. That changeup had some bite.
It did, and he went perfect top rail fastball right before it, and I think he had Nemo in between.
Jack Leiter takes the mound in the bottom of the 7th inning, trying to make this a 7-inning start. And why not? His pitch count is low. He had 3 7-inning starts last year. Torkelson at the plate, first pitch. How about that? Starts him off with a sharp cutter. Thought it was the slider for a moment. Slider's the pitch he hit out. That's the best cutter he's thrown tonight. Arms up over his head, Leiter into his motion, the strike 1. Another cutter, this one at 94. Up and away. Leiter came out of the gate hot. It was 12 up, 12 down through 4. Tigers couldn't even make contact for the most part until the 4th. Swinging a soft little tap foul and a changeup down and away.
He's pitched an unbelievably good game.
Really
I mean, he's made like 2 mistakes, and both of them got hit.
Yep.
Like this is why it's tough in the big leagues. There's other guys who have come out, not pitched nearly as well as Jack Leiter has today, and put up a 0 up till now. But good job by Tigers hitters. don't miss the mistakes he's thrown.
The 1-2. Fastball away. Riley Green then started the 5th inning walking on 4 pitches. He'd not gone to a 3-ball count on any of the first 12 batters. Had hardly gone to a 2-ball count. And then Torkelson fell behind 0-2, got a slider that hung, and he hit it. He did not miss. Fastball fouled to the screen. Still 97 on the fastball here in the 7th on pitch number 86. 6th home run of the year for Torque. The 2-2. A little bit low. Great plate discipline. Can't emphasize enough how, he's cut his chase rate way down. League average around 30%. He's below 20%. That is discipline. The 3-2. Swing and a foul over the screen. And it's going to serve him very well this year. It's serving this Tigers team well. I feel like this offense is just kind of getting started because of all the different markers. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Pretty good changeup. Got him on pitch number 8.
Yeah, kept speeding him up. And when a guy throws 97, you're geared up for it. He saw the spin. But then all of a sudden dumps that changeup out, pulls a string at it, 91. It probably looked like about 80 coming in after seeing 97, 98 all day.
Brings up Kerry Carpenter. Left side of the infield will shift to the right. The outfield doesn't move much. Straight up, almost every batter. Swinging a soft line drive over the head of Smith into right field. He just dropped a soft line drive. He needed that. Had a tough couple of days for Kerry. Just hadn't been able to make hard contact. That's a soft line drive, but it's a line drive. A 1-out single. So what are some of the markers for the Tigers? Well, we've talked about it a lot, but they have the lowest chase rate in the American League. 4th best contact rate. 2nd lowest strike or swing and miss rate.
2nd highest line drive rate.
2nd highest line drive rate. They get the ball in the air. So contact rate in and of itself, and we talked about this, doesn't necessarily mean anything, but when it's contact rate with less swing and miss and the plate discipline, they've seen more 1-0 counts than any other team, and there's something behind it. There's a solid hard hit rate behind it. They get the ball in the air. There's something behind it. Now all these pieces fit together, and that's an offense that should be top 5 in run scoring. They're middle of the pack right now, not far from being in the top 5. As this summer warms up, I feel like this offense is going to warm up in a big way. 2-0 to Wenzel Perez, up and in. And this guy's starting to put together some good at-bats.
He got robbed earlier in the game. Andrew McCutcheon laid out on a ball he hit to right field very, very hard. But now he's got a 3-0 count. Let's see if he can do some more damage.
3-0. He almost tossed the bat away. Fastball, though, called strike 1 by home plate umpire Brendan Miller. Might have been off the plate and in. No challenge. Tigers have lost 1 challenge already. Still the good hitters count. The 3-1. Ground ball to first base. Bobbled by Berger. Goes back to retrieve it. Flips to first, and they just got Wenzel Perez. That was a good job by Berger because no panic. Frustrated that he didn't make the play. He would have gotten Carpenter at second. Not sure they would have doubled up. Actually, it was a pretty good double play ball. But he did manage to get at least 1 out.
It was stung. Wenzel hit it hard, and Berger came up a little quick. Anytime a right-handed first baseman wants to throw the ball to second, sometimes they start that motion a little too quick. Came up, but knocked it down enough to get the out at first. It's like they're going to go. They going to the bullpen? No, just a quick little meet-up at the pitcher's mound. I think they're going to tell him to throw the fastball, man.
Pitch count 95. Hayu Lee has struck out twice against Leiter.
Yeah, he's got ahead of him pretty quickly with fastballs. He struck him out on a breaking ball away his last at bat.
Just a little advice from pitch coach Jordan Cheeks.
Anytime a pitcher runs over to first, there's all sorts of stuff going on. Probably just give him a quick little blow.
Lee's 0 for 2. Single could make this a 3-run lead again. First pitch, cutter for a called strike one. Leiter has gone 6 2/3, 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 walk, and now 10 strikeouts, most of them on swinging third strikes. Unofficially in my scorebook, I've got 8 of 10 on swinging third strikes. Lee waiting the strike one, swing and a foul out of play. What are you seeing in his swing, Andy?
Yeah, he's a little late on the fastball. And when you're a little bit bigger of a swing, you start just a tick late. And whenever you're late on the fastball, man, it opens you up to all sorts of ugliness with the breaking balls, and you get caught in between. You got to get timed up for the fastball.
0-2 lays off a high fastball, 97, 1-2.
It's always step one. It's the biggest adjustment for guys coming from the minor leagues to the big leagues. You got to hit quality fastballs day in and day out. You got to find a swing that works for you to make constant contact with that stuff that's 95 plus.
1-2, a little bit low.
And then when you get in advantage counts, you got to be able to drive that ball too. You know, I've seen him in advantage counts a few times since coming up. He's still a little late. And some of that's nerves. You know, you want to do so good. Your big muscles take over. You're a little slower with the bat path.
2-2. Chopper to the right side and off the glove of a lunging Josh Smith into right field. Tigers will add a run. Carpenter rounds third and scores, and Ha-Yu Lee makes it 4-1. 2-out single.
That contact still plays, doesn't it? That's
Yep.
just a fastball down at the bottom rail. That's a good spot for it for a guy to be able to catch up to it, get it in play, and it goes right off Josh Smith's glove into right field. That's a tough way to end a really good outing by Jack Leiter. The numbers are not going to show how well he threw the baseball tonight.
I agree.
He was electric tonight with his stuff. The Tigers took advantage of 2 mistakes he made, scratched a run there, and he's going to walk off disappointed, but the Rangers are going to be happy with that outing. Tyler Alexander, the lefty's going to be approaching, and he'll take the bump from here.
Run in, 2 outs, 7th inning. Tigers with a 4-1 lead, and while they make the change, we'll pause for these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
In baseball, great teams know one thing: smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7.
Tyler Alexander, longtime Tiger, out of the bullpen. Worked a scoreless inning in Game 1. Delivers up and away to a guy who caught him an awful lot, Jake Rogers.
They exchanged smiles, when Jake got to home plate.
Comparing mustaches. Swinging a little pop fly into shallow right. That's going to drop for a base hit, and Ha-Yu Lee will scoot over to third. Ball barely has enough momentum to make it to McCutchen, who gets it into Berger. Tigers have runners at the corners. Jake Rogers with a triple, and now a little flare single. Guess what? When you're 4 for 30 and you don't play a whole lot, you'll take the 2-hit night.
Yeah, you will. It's not about how hard you hit him, Dan. It's where you hit him. Tigers back-to-back swings created exit velos that most people would scoff at. But on the scorecard, they're hits. One had an RBI. Now you got first to third. Kevin McGonigal coming up. And you know Tyler Alexander, to a lefty, he wants to throw the sinker and the sweeper. Those are the two pitches he loves to throw to lefties, so McGonigal's going to brace for impact.
Great start for
not a bad
Tyler
guy
Alexander.
to face. Not a bad guy to face left on left, though.
No.
Kind of, not overpowering.
He gives up a lot of hits. Just off to a terrific start. Good for him. One of the more popular Tiger players in recent years. 15 innings. He's given up just one earned run. Always going to be around the plate. Got to go 1 for 3 tonight. Waiting on the strike one. On the way. Ground ball. And a high chop over first into right field. A base hit. Lee in to score. Let the wheels keep on turning. Now Jake Rogers being waved around third. And now he's caught between third and home. Throw to third. Not in time. And Kevin McGonigal will go down to second base. I think Jake Rogers kind of misread Joey Cora at third. He got trapped. They should have had him for the third out. Instead, he gets back. The Tigers have a run, and McGonigal ends up on second with his second hit of the night.
Tigers not hitting the ball overly hard, but guess what? Right spots, right time. Jake Rogers started rounding third base, and he ends up getting caught in between home and third, but he played the decoy. He just stood up like, yeah, I'm dead to rights. You got me. And then all of a sudden, he jetted back to third. Caught Berger off guard. He should have thrown the ball to third right away. Made him hold on to it.
Now Matt Vierling swings and pops it up. Will this one drop? And it will! Out of the reach of a diving Evan Carter. Vierling down to second. The Tigers are bleeding and blooping the Rangers to death here in the 7th inning. 2 more runs and a 7-1 lead.
Oh, boy, when it goes good, sometimes it goes real good. They're filling their basket up with blue pits right now. Just putting little lumber to the baseball. It's equating to a lot of runs right now. Contact, Dan.
How about
contact.
that? You love contact.
Well, yeah, you got a chance. Put it in the right spots.
I'm still marveling at the soft ground ball back to the mound. Alexander will run to first and throw out Cole Keith. The base running by Jake Rogers to just stand there, deke, and then get back to third.
Tricked him. Jake Rogers scampering around. Put the pause button on for a second. Jets back to third. Tigers scored a bunch right there, 4 runs.
8 men to the plate, 4-run inning. We head to the 8th. 7-1 Tigers after 7 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
In baseball, great teams know one thing: smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with BillLumber.com.
Kyle Finnegan takes him out for the Tigers. Pitching change brought to you by the Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Opponent pitching changes are brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, it's 1-800-CALL-SAM. Eighth inning is brought to you by Varsity Ford. Visit Varsity Ford in Ann Arbor. 7-1 Tigers to the top of the eighth inning. What a change this game just saw with a 4-run bottom of the seventh on a night when Jack Leiter had some really good stuff. Kyle Finnegan takes the mound. Alejandro Osuna swings at a fastball and fouls it out of play.
This is one of those situations where you would imagine AJ would have loved to potentially use a different reliever here, but Finnegan was already up for so long that if he doesn't come to the game, they still count it as
They still count it. The strike one. Swinging a foul out of play. He's really trying to do what he just did right there. Work that four-seam fastball down. Said, I did it early in my career, and then it was more up. He's gotten more vertical on the fastball this year. It's electric at the top, but he has to be able to continue to locate at that bottom rail to help set up the splitter. The 0-2, fastball down and in, but he's cruising at 97. And he just had 20 vertical on that fastball. Throwing the slider a lot more than last year. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Splitter, wicked. Osuna, the lefty, strikes out.
Yeah, that's a tough at bat once you get down against Finnegan when he's pumping pellets in there with 20 vert at 96, 97 mile an hour, and then you throw the split and it just disappears.
2-3-4 hitters. Osuna was pinch hitting for McCutcheon. Seager and Young to follow here in the eighth. Corey Seager, ground ball and a base hit past the diving Hyu Lee. Diving to the glove side. Corey Seager gets his first hit of the night. He'd struck out twice and bounced into a double play.
That's a veteran hitter there. I'm not going to sit around here and wait for him to get ahead in the count. I'm going to attack early. Anytime you see a guy before you go up there and look foolish, it's a pretty good indication that stuff's good. You better get after it right out the gate.
Tigers bullpen day with three lefties. We figured that Nimmo and Seager would have a lot of at-bats against lefties today, and that's exactly how it played out for manager A.J. Hinch. Doesn't always work out, but I would say this probably worked out as well as he could have possibly hoped with Holton, Hannafy, Herder, and Vanasco leading to the eighth. Strike one on Josh Young. The strike one. A little bit low.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty clever the way he brought Hannafy in pretty quickly. There was only back-to-back righties in one spot of the order. And he came right after him for the 4 and 5 hitters after Seager with Josh Smith and Berger.
The 1-1. Broken back ground ball up the middle, fielded by Hyu Lee. Bobble steps on second, throws to first. They got him! What a recovery by Hyu Lee. We'll see if the Rangers challenge.
Hyu Lee's quick. He can run a little bit. Good footwork. Bobbled the ball, ended up throwing it to first, and I think Josh Young beat it.
If he doesn't bobble, it's a double play. Rangers are challenging. They're going to win this challenge. Instant replay brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, 1-800-CALL-SAM. Yeah, he beat it. The ball was about...
in the whole play, out at second base and out at first base.
It's interesting. Kevin McGonigal and Hyu Lee are having a nice conversation out around second base. And you can see McGonigal going through some hand motions, showing him like, hey, backhand play this, talking about that play. Like, what's a better way we could have done that? That's one thing I've noticed about McGonigal is he's constantly learning from each play on the baseball diamond.
Yep.
How did it play out? Is there anything we could have done differently? How could we have made that work better?
Always asking questions in the dugout.
Yeah.
Top step. He's talking to the hitting coaches, talking to AJ. Are they challenging both? For some reason, I'm not sure. I thought I heard the crew chief, Marvin Hudson, say they were challenging both the out at second and the out at first.
The out at second's pretty clear.
That's pretty clear.
He's got control of the ball in the bare hand. He touches second base, then throws to first. Looks like the runner at first is safe.
There's no question that Josh Young was safe at first. This should not take long.
After review, the call at second base is confirmed. The runner is out. At first base, the runner is overturned to safe. Texas will retain the challenge.
So, not sure if you could hear that, but Marvin Hudson out at second is confirmed. That was pretty obvious. And it's just a simple force in the end. Unassisted, put out at second base by Hayuli. You think he should? You think that McGonigal was talking about maybe that he probably had the better angle on that to make the play.
Yeah, because his momentum was taking him towards the bag.
And he was there, and Hayuli cut in front of him and then bobbled. Jake Berger takes a Finnegan splitter low and away. 7-1 Tigers in the 8th inning. This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority. The Detroit Tigers may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Detroit Tigers. Fly ball center field deep, but that's where Matt Vierling is. He'll go back to his right, stop, make the catch. Berger squared it up and hit it deep, and it's the third out here in the 8th. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Tigers trying to take this Tiger series are 3 outs away from doing just that. 7-1 Tigers. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
In baseball, great teams know one thing: smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with Me.
Tigers take a 7-1 lead to the bottom of the 8th inning. National television the last 2 days. A win yesterday 5-1. A 7-1 lead with 3 outs to go for the Texas Rangers. Gavin Collier takes over on the mound for Texas.
Tries to get ground balls. The pitch contact guy, as most of their bullpen is. But you got to get him up in there. See if you can elevate one.
Riley Green takes first pitch fastball, strike one. Torkelson and Carpenter to follow. This has been quite, I mean, you kind of put it perfectly early, Andy. Jack Leiter was dealing. He was doing something that he really hadn't done this year. Just fill up the strike zone with strike after fastball after fastball after swing and miss after swing and miss. And you just said, you just have to keep grinding. There's nothing other than trying to make it more difficult on that guy in the mound. Swinging a long slicing foul down the left field line. Just about home run distance for Riley. The count remains no balls and 2 strikes. And that's exactly what they did. They started to lay off some pitches. They got into advantage counts. And even when they didn't, after the 4-pitch walk to Riley Green, Torkelson on an 0-2 hit the home run, but they just kept grinding.
And they were ready. They were ready. You know, ready to hit. When they made a mistake, they made him pay.
Riley Green swings and misses at the cutter. Strikes out to start the 8th inning.
The way Leiter threw the ball is as good as you'll see a right-handed starter throw the baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't throw a much better of a game than he did. But for the Tigers to still be able to score 4 runs against an elite outing like they did just shows how good this offense is and how good they can compete against those type of pitchers. I mean, that's like postseason-esque outing.
Cutter away to Torque. 4-pitch walk to Riley Green to start the 5th inning after 12 up, 12 down for Leiter. And then Spencer Torkelson hit his 6th home run of the year on an 0-2 hanging slider. Foul off the mask of the catcher Higashioka.
But it shows the trend, too, how hard it is for starting pitching at times in the big leagues. Getting through those orders the 3rd time through. I mean, you make a couple mistakes the way guys are trying to launch the ball now. They can make you pay.
Collier works over toward the third base side of the rubber, the 1-1. Short little cutter for a called strike, 1 and 2. A couple of scores from the 1-800-CALL-SAM Studio Scoreboard, brought to you by Meijer, the official grocery retailer of the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. I never even got the Pistons score in. All I said was the only score that counted today was the Pistons score, and then I'd get interrupted by baseball. Swinging to tap
20.
foul. Pistons won. 116-94, completing a comeback after being down 3-1.
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
Including one of the greatest second halves
They were down by 20.
Ever. 22.
22 a couple games ago, and they came back and won.
Greatest second half comeback like ever. Torque swings, slices it foul down the right field line. A 36-point swing in 1 half when you're down 22 to win by 14 is spectacular. So very fun that the Pistons have advanced around. Team with the best record in the Eastern Conference this year. Certainly a favorite to now reach the NBA Finals. Fastball up and away. Pitch number 6 is ball 2. On the baseball scoreboard today, Tigers started the day 1 game behind Cleveland. Cleveland 18-16, Tigers 17-17. The 2-2. Up and away. Another disciplined at bat for Torque. Saw 8 pitches struck out against Leiter his last time up after the home run. Now he'll see at least 8 pitches against Collier, the righty. Smith up the middle at second. The outfield deep and straight up, and I mean deep. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Pretty good cutter.
Tight action on it.
Sharp late break right at the plate. In the Central Division today, Minnesota over Toronto 4-3. Minnesota started the day 14-20. Kansas City and Cleveland are on the West Coast. And so is Chicago. Athletics beat Cleveland 7-1, so Tigers can pull even with Cleveland on top of the Central with the win tonight. Barry Carpenter takes a strike. Cutter on the back door. The surprise team right now, the White Sox, they were going for a sweep of the Padres today in San Diego. They did lose 4-3. Kansas City had a good weekend in Seattle. They swept the Seattle Mariners in their home ballpark with a 4-1 win today. So everybody bunched together tightly. Everybody in the Central Division in the American League right now within 3 games of each other from top to bottom. The 1-1. Swinging a pop-up foul and out of play. Tigers will stay home. They played 20 games on the road. Just 12 at home going into this homestand. They've got 6 on the homestand. Boston comes in tomorrow. Red Sox continue to struggle. 13-20 going into play today. And they lost at home 3-1 to Houston. So 13-21 going into the series tomorrow here in Detroit. 1-2 pitch is up and away. Sweeper misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 7-1 our score here. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Offense has come alive late. 2-2. Swinging a soft tap foul. We talked about the Tigers being a much better contact team, more disciplined, and then we saw what that resulted in with some of the hits in the 6th and 7th.
Yep, how you lead got it going. Scored a run on a little ground ball with eyes through the 4-hole. Rogers hit a blooper. McGonigal bouncing over the first baseman's head.
Carpenter swings, fouls it straight back. He's going to see at least 7 pitches.
And then Matt Vierling hit a blooper to score 2 more. I mean, none of those balls were hit hard, but they were all hit in play.
Yep.
And that's kind of this Texas bullpen. You alluded to that right out the gate before they even threw a pitch.
High pop-up, slicing, foul, and safely out of play.
That this bullpen is pitch to contact.
Yeah.
And how you've seen over the years, the numbers have been really good, but you always say there's kind of the middle ground.
Yeah.
Right now they're probably outperforming of what they probably should because based on the numbers with the metrics of how often teams put the ball in play, there's less swing and miss, and some of those are going to start falling, the balls put in play.
Yeah, it's hard to have the best bullpen with the lowest swing and miss rate. And that's what they had coming in. Not a lot of swing and miss and a low strikeout rate. So you can build a good bullpen, but there has to be a certain level among a few guys of swing and miss.
Yeah, in those big situations, you get runners in scoring position. You need strikeouts sometimes.
3-2, Carp swings and pops it up. Ninth pitch of the at-bat. Smith will come in on the grass to the right of the mound, make the catch. Second baseman for the Rangers. Carp finishes a 1-for-4 night by popping out. We head to the ninth. Tigers try to close it out. They've got the 7-1 lead after 8 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
In baseball, great teams know one thing: smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at Amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
When I scraped my car in that parking garage, I was worried that it could be a long process to take care of it. Like a landscaper's first day trimming a hedge maze.
Home is where your team is, and our home is right here in Detroit.
Ninth inning is brought to you by Comerica Bank. If you want to elevate your small business's game, visit Comerica.com/succeed to learn how. Every Tigers home run this season is a Little Caesars Pizza home run. Order online for delivery or Pizza Portal pickup. Ninth inning, 7-1 Tigers. Today's game brought to you in part by Corewell Health, reminding you together we can overcome any obstacle and fight any battle. Zach Short back with the Tigers for the first time since 2023. One of the great guys in the game. Just a good guy. Good to have him back. Tigers needed help at short. Needed a right-handed bat. So he's in at short. McGonigal moves over to third, and Birch Smith takes over on the mound. First pitch, curveball. Misses the mark, ball one.
You see that curveball. It's a pretty effective pitch so far for him.
I'm intrigued with the stuff.
The cutter. I mean, he's got 11 strikeouts in 7 1/3 innings. That's no joke, right?
Right.
Like you like swing and miss. I like swing and miss. He's showing the ability to get ahead in counts.
At any given moment, we are seeing truly 4+ pitches. Swinging a foul over the screen. Fastball's got some life. Got life up in the strike zone to get a little bit of swing and miss. Curveball, cutter, change. 36 years old, and he just keeps battling the 1-2. Swinging a fly ball to left field off the bat of Evan Carter, right to Riley Green. In a step, makes the catch. 1 up and 1 down in the ninth inning. Just turned 36 years old. He loves what he does, and he's determined to have some success at the major league level. He hasn't really tasted much success.
Well, he's in the right organization now.
Yep.
Tigers have proven that they can take guys and really get the best out of them. What do they bring to the table that's special? And where can they succeed? The Tigers can figure that out quickly and use it.
Got something to work with for sure. Duran takes a fastball in. 4-pitch mix, and again, good stuff out of the bullpen. 1-0. Cutter at the belt for a called strike. Cutter's in that 86, 87 mile an hour range. Fastballs in 93, 95. I think we've seen up to 96. The 1-1. Bounces the curveball. Jake prides himself on being able to backhand the in-between hop on a pitch that bounces. Did it cleanly there.
Framed it.
Presented it.
Could have been a strike. Oh, but it bounced.
The 2-1. Swinging a fly ball to center field on the run. Bierling dives. Did he make the catch? He did. Lay down to the ground. Tumbled. And came up with the ball in his glove. Beautiful catch from Matt Bierling in center.
This all comes from the positioning and the jump on the read. He was played shaded right center field. Perfect jump off the bat. And to execute that play, he knew he had a little bit of time. He didn't have to fully extend on the dive, and he smartly kept it back on the forehand side, give him a little more room to operate.
24,000 plus on their feet. Urging Bert Smith to get this final out. Cutter backdoor to Josh Smith. Just misses away. Ball 1. 7-1 Tigers. 2 outs. Bases empty in the ninth. McGonigal in tight at third. Short up the middle at short. The 1-0. Backdoor. Slider for a called strike. The cutter grabs the outside corner, and Josh Smith says, nope, I'm challenging. We've got one left. I'm going to use it. You heard the crowd. Nip the outer edge. Outfield straight up. Smith from a full windup. The 1-1. Swinging a line drive. Foul down the first base line. Rangers down to their last strike. 3 more night games coming up on the homestand with Boston coming to town. To see you out here starting tomorrow night. This guy named Scooble on the mound tomorrow night. Valdez and Flaherty to follow. The 1-2. Swinging a fly ball to left field. Softly hit. Riley Green comes in. He lays out. In and out of his glove. Oh, I thought he was going to get there. It looked like a little hesitation before he charged in. And that little bit might have cost him a bloop single with 2 outs in the ninth.
Yeah, the ball,
it was in his glove.
Ball went in his glove, but the glove got caught in the grass.
Oh.
The glove actually came off his hand.
Ball was in his glove. He and Spencer Torkelson are down there every day working on their gloves. They've got the spray. They want to break it in. They want to make sure that...
Yeah, they just caught it actually came off his hand, the way the glove hit the ground.
1-0 to Higashioka, swinging a little pop fly down the right field line into the seats. 3-6-40 starts against the Boston Red Sox, who will come in 13-21 after their loss today. Scooble against Peyton Tolley tomorrow. Bert Smith delivers a 1-1. High and tight on defensive indifference. Josh Smith will head to second. Smith 2-1. Cutter down and away.
That's where you just got to go right at a guy. You're up by 6 runs. Ninth inning, 2 outs. You don't want to lose guys. You don't want to start giving a few free base runners.
Nope. The 3-1. Tight cutter. Swing and a miss. Right over the plate. AJ talks about it all the time. You have to be over the plate. Can't be nibbling. Can't be working the edges all the time. Over the plate is where the game is won and lost. 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball on a high chop to Hayuli at second. Big bounce. Easy toss. Tigers win. On a night when the opposing starting pitcher had some electric stuff, the Tigers just kept battling. Spencer Torkelson with a big two-run home run in the fifth inning, and then the Tigers bullpen made sure that was more than enough. The Tigers added on 5, but the bullpen did the job today. 6 different pitchers, Holton, Hannafy, Herter, Vanasco, Finnegan, and Smith, put together a beauty of an effort, and the Tigers take the series from the Texas Rangers 2-1. Our final score, the Detroit Tigers 7 and the Texas Rangers 1.
In baseball, great teams know one thing: smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Staples Business presents Facility Heroes. Thanks to you, all restrooms are clean and the break room is pristine. Staples Business.
24,000 plus filing out of Comerica Park. They've just seen the Tigers take 2 out of 3 from the Texas Rangers, dropping game 1, and then coming back and beating the Rangers 5-1 and 7-1 to take the final 2 games. Tigers improved to 18-17 with a win. Rangers fall to 16-18 with the loss. Great job by the Tigers bullpen today to put together the group effort on a night when Jack Leiter had great stuff for the Texas Rangers. Tigers kept battling, took the lead, ended up touching him for 5 runs. Tigers bullpen a combined line of 1 run on 7 hits in 9 innings of work with 7 strikeouts. Good night at the ballpark. Good series win. Every series win is a good series win. Andy and I are back to talk about it after these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by
amigos, canciones, trends en redes sociales. Otros aceptan sugerencias sin pensarlo, pero tú eliges con intención. Eliges el nuevo Lexus IS. El performance solo es extraordinario si te hace sentir algo.
Arriende la IS350F Sport de 2026 con tracción en las 4 ruedas por $569 al mes por 39 meses con $3,999 al firmar.
Vive lo extraordinario en tu concesionario Lexus.
Llama al 1-825 Lexus para detalles importantes sobre la oferta de arrendamiento y precio. No todos los clientes calificarán. Oferta disponible en la zona este y termina el 4 de mayo de 2026.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
removable top, open air, plenty of room, and comfortable enough to stay all night. That's what I'm talking about, see? Reliable, like the Bronco family, in stock right now.
I made it. Traffic was brutal.
Whoa, easy. You've been replaced.
By the dog?
He calls a good game. And he appreciates the great offers happening now at your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer.
Detroit Tigers postgame from the Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers broadcast booth. Here are Dan Dickerson and Andy Dirks.
Tigers win by the final score of 7-1, and I tell you, Andy, return home, this Tigers team just looks like a different team in this home ballpark.
Yeah, they love playing here this year. And, a lot of these guys have been around, and they've been in Comerica Park for a while. They get their routines settled in, and the hits are falling at Comerica right now. On the road, they've had some struggles with those hits falling. They've lined out a lot more here. The hits are falling. It's a good time for them.
Tigers win by the final score of 7-1. Player of the game brought to you by Pennington Grass Seed, the official grass seed of the Detroit Tigers. We talked about hardest working player. We went with the Tigers bullpen. Player of the game, though, I'm going to go with Spencer Torkelson just because Jack Leiter was so dominant, 12 up, 12 down through 4, as we talked about, and then his 2-run home run, the first hit of the game, gave the Tigers a lead. That changed the whole feel.
It did. I didn't know if anybody was ever going to score a run the way Jack Leiter was throwing the ball. He walked Riley Green on 4 straight pitches to lead that inning off. Spencer Torkelson found himself in an 0-2 count. He hung a slider, which that was the first mistake we'd seen him make all day, and Torkelson took advantage. It's very easy to foul that pitch off or hit it poorly, and he absolutely hammers it to left field. And that gave everybody a quick chance to get a breath. Hey, he's not unhittable today because the stuff that we were seeing out of that right arm was insane. I mean, to score 4 runs off Jack Leiter today was probably the most impressive feat of the Tigers' offense this whole year.
Tigers win by the final score of 7-1. Stat of the game brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. The final line certainly for the bullpen. I think that would be my stat of the game. If you're good with that, the final line for 6 different pitchers on a bullpen day, the first one of the year.
They didn't walk a lot of guys. That was the key. Remember, the key was no free base runners, and they didn't allow many walks. They were in the zone. They commanded it. A lot of weak contact. You never felt like there was a lot of pressure, and that's when you know a team had a good outing. There wasn't any pressure put on the defense and on those pitchers.
Herter gets a win. He's now 4-0 with 3 1/3. He was the bulk guy today. 3 1/3, no runs and 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Brant Herter is really becoming a big piece in the bullpen for A.J. Hinch.
We saw it last year. His stuff is good. It plays. The angle he creates, that big left-handed arm coming from behind the lefties, far on the first base side, all he has to do is throw strikes.
Yeah.
When he commands the zone, the sinker and the sweeper, that's really all he needs. And the changeup was filthy tonight, too, to the righties.
Tigers win it by the final score of 7-1. Big hit of the game brought to you by Little Caesars. Order online for delivery or Pizza Portal pickup. We could have certainly paired this with the player of the game, Spencer Torkelson, because his home run, 6th of the year, a 2-run shot to lead off the 5th after the walk to Riley Green, gave the Tigers the 2-0 lead and helped them on their way to a 7-1 win. Tigers back over the 500 mark, back in first place in a tie with Cleveland. 18-17 now through 35 games. Stay with us more for this. More postgame with Andy on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Life is beautiful and fragile. We fall. We get tired. And sometimes we get sick. But with Corewell Health, we are also strong. We fight disease. We battle cancer. We come together. We come back. We push forward. When the body breaks, we break through. Corewell Health. We can.
America's favorite place to watch sports just got even better. It's Stadium Swim at Circa Resort and Casino. Sports fans, you can catch all the action from all your favorite sports at a viewing experience built for the ultimate sports fan. Relax in one of the 6 pools on 3 levels. Perfect views of the massive big screen, just like the front row seat at the ballpark. Located at Circa Resort and Casino in downtown Las Vegas on Fremont Street. Stadium Swim. Book your spot today at circalasvegas.com. That's circalasvegas.com.
Meijer is the proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers, and we're cheering them on every game to a winning season.
We're looking forward to more home runs, RBIs, shutouts, and new major league records. Home is where your team is, and our home is right here in Detroit, where the Tigers' roar never stops, and the 7th inning stretch means we're getting ready to pounce. Save and win with Meijer, proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. We know that when you're hurt, hiring a law firm with the most experience can mean the difference between getting everything you deserve or walking away empty-handed. We're Michigan's most experienced personal injury law firm. Our lawyers have over 600 years of collective experience. 600 years. And that matters because more experience means more money and more wins for our clients. Our experience pays. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Defensive play of the game brought to you by your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealers. By the Built Tough F-150 only at your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealers. Visit buyfordnow.com. This is a well-played series. All 3 games featured some plays that I've got a little exclamation point, which is my notation for a good play in my scorebook. But we just saw good defense, as we talked about during the game. Kevin McGonigal made a couple of nice plays in the 5th inning on back-to-back ground balls, where he had to charge, throw across his body to first base. 2 nice plays by him. Andrew McCutchen, though, I think Matt Veerley made that fine play in the 9th, but Andrew McCutchen, the 39-year-old.
Yeah, laid out in right field. Poor Winsel Perez. He's getting his at-bats going. He hit the ball really hard to right field. Kind of a hooking topspin line drive that would have hit the warning track in right field. McCutchen came out of nowhere and Superman dove, caught